Hello, Scorpio. This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. Now, this video is intended for all Scorpio sun, moon, and rising signs and Venus signs. So if you'd like to check out your other astrological placements, please check out my other videos. Well, look at these cards. They couldn't wait to come out. I didn't even finish what I had to say, but I will read them to you first. The Empowerment card and Rites of Passage. Wow. So you're feeling empowered right now to make a move and go into some new energy. And what I was about to tell you was that we just finished a 2-year cycle approximately. You know, we had a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and this was the last eclipse in a series dating back to April of 2023. So we saw basically like a series finale, or like a season finale, if you want to call it that. And now we're going to a whole new theme, a whole new story. And so the episodes are going to be unfolding in the next while, of course, because the North Node is in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. So get ready for new things coming your way, right? This is really a whole new perspective. And here we have healer. So you're going towards more healing. And here we have self-love, putting yourself first. You know, something I know about Scorpios is they have a really hard time shutting the door. I mean, when they shut the door, they shut the door. That is for sure. But at the same time, they will give every chance. And sometimes to a fault. But maybe this is an opportunity now to really focus on self-love. I always say that boundaries are the highest form of self-love, really. I mean, yes, a massage is wonderful, or going to a spa, or getting your nails done. But boundaries, that's really showing yourself some love. Now let's take a look at some of the challenges or obstacles. What may create tension, resistance, or what needs extra attention in your day-to-day? Well, Princess of Cups is about believing in the impossible. And sometimes that's hard to do, especially if you've been hurt. You know, how do you look towards the future with positivity if all you've had is hurt? And so I encourage you to recognize that the past is the past. It's an old story. I mean, you can visit the past. You can't live there. You can't make it your home, right? Because you're just going to manifest more of that same old, same old. And here we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you might be feeling very tired. And, you know, whenever we have a new moon, it's tiring because we're creating intentions. We're starting something new. That takes a lot of energy. But make it a solar eclipse as well, and you're like a new moon on steroids. So therefore, you're really feeling tired. You might have even been feeling achy. You might still be feeling achy. I'm curious to know in the comments how you're feeling. How are you doing? And with that, we have the 5 of Cups. You're feeling the grief. That's the challenge for you right now. You're grieving the loss of something or the disappointment of something. And with that, we have here the 3 of Wands. So the challenge may be that you're sitting on the sidelines saying, I'll do it tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and it's never the right time. And maybe what you're actually deciding on is whether you should shut the door on something. You've been thinking about it for a long time, and maybe now is the time. So this could be a sign for you. Oops, I picked up the wrong deck, but is it ever the wrong deck? Let's see. We're going to look at the opportunities or gifts. So what could be the hidden blessings or opportunities or insights that are available to you this week? And we have here the 9 of Swords. I've seen this card a lot. Worry and anxiety. I mean, is that really a blessing? I mean, I can think of one way that you can make it a positive, and I did say it in some other readings. You do need a little bit of fear or a little bit of anxiety when starting something new, because that means you know you're on the brink of something. Because if you're not worried about it, I don't know, you need a little bit of it, because we don't want to be too cocky, too confident either, you know? We got to be humble. Now, the Queen of Swords is all about making boundaries. So see what I mean? You may be looking at shutting the door and making some sort of boundary somewhere. Or either that you're renegotiating the contract with others, meaning like they're not going to take advantage of you anymore. This is the boundary. This is it. But here's the exhaustion again. So there's the double message, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally exhausted. Maybe the gift in being exhausted is that it forces you to actually sit down and rest. You know, I don't want you to be exhausted, but maybe you need to take a rest or a break somehow. And there's the Judgment card, wake up call. time to heed the call. This is all about transformation and change. Now, this could also indicate that there is some news coming in. So there could be some sort of opportunity there, or, blessing. Somebody wants to give you something or offer you something. So let's take a look at what is some action that you can take this week. So, what is the most aligned action or attitude to move through the week with clarity and confidence? And we have here the Devil card. So it's interesting. You've got to break the chains. That's the boundaries. So you've basically got to let go of any addiction, restrictions, codependency. You need to take a little bit of a break to gain some clarity. So again, if you're feeling exhausted, nothing wrong with being in the hangman energy. You can't be in there forever, right? Like you can't take a break forever. But if you need a pause, do it, because it basically can give you the clarity that you need. And there's the Ace of Cups. Well, taking action to fill your own cup, to do for you. Maybe that's why you're exhausted, because you've been overgiving to everybody, giving very little to yourself. And there's the Scorpio energy. I mean, death and rebirth, total transformation and change. I mean, take action to go into new energy, a whole new you. So let's take a look at some messages from your higher self. These are reminders or wisdom from your higher self or spirit guides to keep in mind for the week. And we have the Chariot. So there you go. Your higher self or spirit guides are telling you to move forward, go towards your victory. And there's the Six of Cups telling you to get out of the nostalgia, to get out of the past. Again, you can visit the past, you cannot live there. I feel like I'm repeating that a lot today. And with that, we have here the Queen of Swords, double energy again, cutting things out that no longer serve you. So it's almost like the universe is like, I said what I said. And the Five of Swords is telling you to put down the sword. It's almost like she's been cut. You can see a little bit of, pain here. And it's telling you, put down the swords. You don't need to be in battle. You don't need the headaches. Okay? So let's take a look at some last bit of guidance here for you. Let's see what you need to know. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, it's been hard. I'd be really curious to know what it is that's been wearing you down in the last while in the comments, if you feel comfortable. There's definitely something here that's been pulling at you. So we're almost there. And this is telling you to step out of your comfort zone. Absolutely. What can you do differently, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So if the comfort zone was so comfortable, why would we want to leave it? We got to make some moves. All right, let's take a look at what else you need to know here. Look at the bigger picture. You've got to understand why things are happening. I mean, these things are happening for you, not to you, but they're all learning lessons. And I would sort of beg to ask you, what is the lesson that you've learned? What can you take away from what you've been through? Because I want you to look at it as gratitude, as a blessing to learn these things so that you can apply them to a better future. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. I can't even talk. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing week.